Welcome back. Now, today I have a bit of a reveal to share with you. Now, I know that this space down here, my craft cottage, it gets changed a lot. But over the years, my business has completely changed. My needs have changed. But then as I sit in a space and I utilize it for a while, I start to just have these ideas. I'm definitely one of those people that I just go with it as soon as an idea hits me. I waste no time. If I'm thinking about something enough, I know that it's time to take action and move the room around. And there's something happening that I can't tell you about just yet, but it's happening later in August, so coming soon. And I had to get this space ready for that. And as I was thinking through some things, I decided I think I want to move the space around. And for a while now, I've wanted to be more in front of my windows so that I could enjoy the view. Even though it's smoky today, it's still a beautiful view no matter what it looks like out there. And so I wanted to be able to do that. Also, again, making space for something fun that's coming. And so I did that. I rearranged the whole space, moved some things around, got the space set up in a way that I really, really love, and I'm really happy with it. And then I was ready to show you guys. And then I went for a walk with my friend. And she wanted to see my space, because she wanted to see what I was doing. So I brought her back down here and I showed her. And as soon as I walked into the room, I just looked around and I was like, everything is white. Everything. The walls, my equipment, every piece of furniture, except this chair's cream, but everything was white, right? So I decided I think I should paint the whole space. And I love the color that was already on this one wall over here. Let me show you. I mean, I can't beat it, right? This view, the wall color, everything, it's just incredible. And I love that color. I love the wallpaper down here. What's not to love? That wallpaper is beautiful. So I thought, I think this whole room needs to be that color. So I went and told Mike, and he immediately agreed. He's like, I think so. I think it will look really good. So we went to the store, bought the paint, and came home, and I started painting the very next day. And I love it so much. It transformed the whole space. It made it feel warm and cozy. And so many people get hung up on, oh, dark colors make your space look tiny. This space is 44. I don't know what the size of this space is. Everybody asks me the dimensions all the time, and I try to remember, and I don't remember the dimensions. It's big, though. It's a big space. So why do we care if it looks smaller? I never understood that when people would say that, like, oh, don't paint it a dark color, it'll look smaller. It's still the same size space. Now, I get if you have a really tiny space and you want it to look big and open, but this is a big space and it's pretty open. So I don't care if it looks smaller. To be very blunt and honest, like, I love the color and I love what it does for the room. I think it makes everything in here pop and stand out. So now I want to just take you around and show you the space, because so many of you have asked for a full tour to really understand how I utilize the space, where I keep stuff, what I have put in the dream box, you know, all this yarn here. Many of you ask if I'm a knitter. No, I just think it's pretty and I like how it looks right there. So yeah, I don't really do anything with this yarn. I used to, but I don't anymore, but I also don't want to get rid of it. So someday I might use it. You never know. And since we're right here, let's talk about this island, because I get asked about it all the time. My husband built it. You know these cubbies that you can get pretty much everywhere? Target, Walmart, IKEA. You know, it's just those different cubbies. This was a 3x3 and a 1x3 that we put together. He put a piece of plywood on the back side to make it solid and sturdy. We repeated this on the other end, and that's the ends of this. The top is a countertop that we had custom made. Now, when we did this many, many years ago, it was custom made to fit over some cabinets that I have that I did not bring here with me when we moved to this space. So we did the cubbies, which I love how open they are. I love how I can see what's inside them, but it gives me enough room over here to have these baskets and even more storage, essentially. Now, I know you want to know, where did I get these? I got them from Walmart. like 12 years ago, friends. They don't make them anymore. So, but this is what I use to keep all of my fabric scraps in. So all my scraps are organized in here, either by color or by theme. So anything that I don't keep on my mini fabric bolts, I keep right here in this cart. So if it's like less than a half a yard, it's in these baskets here. Sorted and organized, pink, orange, neutrals. I've got it all here. Then I put these little command hooks on this side here. The ones that have the peg that sticks straight out, because this is great for all of my rulers to hang on. Keep them all organized, nice and neat. And then I often work here, and oh my gosh, look at that, like that view. Oh, so good. But yeah, I work here, got my rotary cutters, I got all my tools that I need right there. I can even hang rotary cutters on these pegs if I want to. So I have everything I need right here. These cutting mats, these pink ones, they're pink on one side and they're this pretty aqua color on the other. They are by Riley Blake. They are cute cuts. Lori Holt designed them. I don't know if they're still available, but honestly, 4 cutting mats fit on my surface. I don't put one over there where the sewing machine is. Yes, that is recessed in. My husband cut that in and built a platform for it to sit on, so it customized fit for that specific sewing machine right there. So yeah, that's the island. I've got my tall chair, it's a drafting chair. So no, I don't stand and sew, but I do like to stand and work. So I often will be standing and cutting, but I sit on a tall drafting chair for sewing, and I have my foot pedal raised up so that I can still reach it. This is my sew station by Create Room Co. Now this, I think I've plugged it in. This has got the automatic, yeah, I did. So you can fold up this entire table and close it, and then your sewing machine will sit recessed down into the tabletop, and then it's got another piece that you can put on the top here, so you have a whole table if you want it and you want your sewing machine down and put away. This folds up, the leg extends, so that's there, but both of these pieces also easily fold down. And most of the time I just leave this in the upright position so it is ready to use whenever I want. Keep some thread down here, supplies, minimal things that I need for whatever it is. But again, that view, you just can't beat it. This is the Dream Box, the Dream Box XL, also by Create Room Co. And this is a great place for me to have my computer when I need to do office work. That is one thing I did when I rearranged this space. I got rid of the desk. I decided, you know, I don't really need a dedicated desk space. I have plenty of spaces where I can sit down with my laptop whenever I want. I didn't feel like I needed the desk any longer. I felt like other things were more important down here. So I have all of my bag making things here on this side. I have vinyl, all my vinyl rolls. I have all of my hardware organized in these bins, zippers, all the things. I've got books, I mean, just zippers, more zippers, jelly rolls, ribbon. I love organizing my ribbon like that. A lot of you do ask about the ribbon. Fabric here, Cricut making supplies, more fabric. I mean, I have all of my open and sealed layer cakes. They're right in this drawer. So I love that I can see everything and where it is, and I can just easily access whatever it is that I need. I've got buttons here, all of my tools and scissors, more rulers, rotary cutters, and other things that I need to grab easily are just, they're all right here within easy reach. This is why my craft room stays so clean, because everything has a home, and that's one of the things that I love so much about the Dream Box and the Dream Box XL. This does also fold up if I want to close the doors. So I can close both ends, and I can fold this middle table up. So I can do that if I, for whatever reason, if I want to. So it's a nice option to have. This is where I do all of my ironing. Now, this is my Laura Star Lift iron. It's just one of the irons that I do have, but I get asked about this one a lot. This cart came from Michael's. It's the Kensington, I believe. Michael's cart. The sides fold down. The top does lift open. This drawer pulls out. Don't keep things balanced on that edge. Then we've got all these drawers here for various supplies, whatever it is you need. I keep all of my ironing things on here, and then I have this other little cart that is just, it's from Amazon, nice and handy. But I've got all of my supplies, my sprays, things like that, water, and the main half of the iron is down below. And then yes, this is my Keith Urban wall. It is. I'm very proud of it. I decided I would move the long arm back here. Now, I do use this fairly often, and I'm really finding for long arming, I do have the ability to automate if I want to, but I also found that I really love ruler work. I really like it. I enjoy doing that so much. But my long arm was kind of like the first thing you saw when you walked into the room. It also blocked my door and my window, and so I thought, you know, it's time to move it back. I don't need that view when I'm long arming, because honestly, I'm looking at my quilt and what I'm working on anyway. I'm not looking out the window. So I thought this was taking up really valuable real estate as far as its location in this space was. And I thought it just fit better further back, kind of away from the opening when you walk into the room. And then, of course, my fabric wall, where I store all my fabric yardage. Let's go a little closer, I'll show you. This is how I keep all of my fabric yardage. And the one question I get asked all the time is, how much yardage do I keep? 1 to 2 yards, because that's how I buy my fabric. I don't ever buy 5 yards of anything unless it is something I love so much and I have a big project in mind. If I'm buying fabric simply because I love it, it's usually 1 yard. If I really, really, really love it, then I'll get 2 yards. But most of the time I buy 1 yard, and then I keep it all organized here on these, what I like to call fabric mini bolts. This is foam board. Now, I get my foam board generally at Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Michael's, somewhere like that. And yes, you can use comic book boards. I don't recommend them. I don't like them. I think they're flimsy. Are they thinner? Yep. Can you fit more fabric in your space? Yep. But they're flimsy. I don't like them. I've tried to use them before. Yeah, many of you have also said that. You find that they're just way too flimsy. These are nice and stiff, and they hold their shape. They hold your fabric. It's just like my own little personal fabric store. My fabric has never faded. That is also a comment I see a lot when I share how I store my fabric. I've been doing this for 15 years. I've never had faded fabric. It's not directly in front of a window. It's not getting bright sunlight. The other question I get all the time, which is, how do I keep dust off of it? I don't know. I don't dust in here. This space isn't dusty. So maybe I'm just fortunate. I don't know, but I don't, this space just stays clean. I don't have a better answer than that. So it doesn't get dusty. It doesn't fade. I don't know if this foam board is acid free. It's never been a problem for me. Like I said, 15 years of storing my fabric like this, never once has it been an issue. And you know what? There's probably some fabrics that I've had for the entire 15 years, because some of it I've had for a long time. I mean, I started collecting fabric many, many, many years ago for different projects that I was working on, and some of it I've just never gotten rid of. My tastes have changed over the years. My style has changed, but some fabrics just, you always love them. And I still have some of those here on the wall. But this is it. This is fabric storage. The boards are cut down to 7.5 by 10 inches. I cut them with an X-Acto knife and a ruler on my cutting mat. That's it. Nothing fancy. Over here I have additional storage. I have my one embroidery machine. Yes, I have 2. One is in the house. It will be moving down here at some point. But this is where I keep some of my embroidery supplies, and then in the cabinet is just extra miscellaneous supplies, things that just didn't really have a home, but I still needed to keep them somewhere. They're organized mostly in bins that are clear, so I can easily look in here. I mean, we've got things like paper punches, we've got excess ribbon, You know, just kind of miscellaneous things that you don't necessarily want to get rid of, but they needed to have a home somewhere, so this was the next best thing. This came from Home Goods, again, years ago, and it's Home Goods, so you know it's like it's one of those things where if you see it and you like it, you better buy it because you'll never see it there again. That was this. I've never seen this or anything quite like it since. When Mike and I walked in that day, I was looking for something for this space, and when I measured it and it was the exact size, I'm like, that's what I need. So it works out really, really good. So you guys, that's it. That's my space. And yes, I love this space. It's wonderful down here. I do work quite a bit down here. I also work in my home sometimes because, well, there's no bathroom down here and there is no possibility of putting one down here. And please don't suggest a can or a bucket or some sort of composting toilet because no, thank you. I will walk to my house and use the bathroom there. Trust me, I say all these things because they're suggestions I've gotten over the years. And I know people are just being helpful, but no, thank you. It's like 75 steps to my house. It's not a big deal. I get outside, get some more steps in. But I do work in both places because I have too much equipment. But also I like to sometimes just stay in the house on those days where it's really cold here or it's really rainy or I just want to stay inside. I have that option, but also I love to come down here and work in this space as well because it is beautiful. I know that when we bought this property, I knew exactly what this building would become the minute we looked at this property. I knew this was the original cabin on the property built in 1950. So this building has been here for a long time. We can't tear it down. We can't really renovate it because of the proximity to the water. We wouldn't be able to put it back up if we took it down. You know what? It's holding up well. It's doing its job. We've made a lot of changes along the way since we've been here for the last 8 years. And I really love where it's at right now. I love what's to come for this space, what's going to be happening in August. I can't wait to share more with you guys. But for now, this is what we've got. And I'm going to actually put it to use and I'm going to get to work and do some sewing for the day. Thank you so much for being here. I'm just happy you're here watching these videos, subscribing to my channel. If you have more questions about this room or this space, ask them in the comments below. I'll do my best to get back to you to answer those questions. It's just me moderating questions on all of my platforms, so I don't always have time to get to everybody, but I do try my best and I try to answer the most commonly asked questions. So go ahead, leave a comment, let me know what you're wondering below, and I'll do my best to get back to you. But thanks for following, and if you haven't subscribed already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're gonna be doing some tutorials, some other fun things coming up really, really soon. I've got a lot of things in the works and I cannot wait to show you more.